Welcome everyone, welcome the whole karate land Alpharetta. This video we are working on basic, going back to our roots, going back to foundation. And foundation is the start and place of all our techniques, which is our base. So in this video we're really focusing on base, but be more specific, we're going to be focusing on base for stances. Stances, all of our forms have stances. Every move should be in a stance, whether it's a sparring stance, whether it's a back stance, whether it's a front stance, or a middle stance, or high ranks, you know this as the close stance. We also have the ready stance, which we start all forms. So let's do that. But before we start that, if you look down, I have painter's tape on my mat. If you want to go outside, draw chalk, or do the same for your hardwood or carpet or wherever, I recommend painters because it's easy to take off and it's not as sticky and gooey. But chalk, I know works great. You paint it outside and it washes away magically. But let's have some fun. So if you need to pause this video right now, please pause to find tape. Welcome back if you just came back. If not, let's get started. When we start, I want you to put your heels on your back line. So I have a line in the very back, put your heels on that together. And that's going to be crucial in a little bit, which I'll talk about very soon. The very first stance I want to work on is front stance. So front stance, you're going to be at your shoulder width apart, and you're going to step forward 3 of your feet. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, boom. So this is my front stance right now. For front stance, right now my knees are straight. This is a mountain. We don't want to do mountains right now. For front stance, you need to bend one knee. So you bend your front knee. You should feel a little tightness on your back leg. That's okay. That's normal. That's just we need to get your calf stretched down. And the more you do it, the better it's going to be. That's totally fine. So now put your hands in. And this is how you do front stance. When you do front stance, you want to bend your knee to the point that you cannot see your toe. If I'm like this, whoa, see, I'm already losing my balance. This is not a proper front stance. Proper front stance, you want your chest up, chin up, and you're split enough that you cannot see your toe. If I'm like this, I can see my toe, and I don't have a good foundation. Just like so. And for all my adults and black belts, or everyone who wants to know more, for front stance, you want 80% of your weight in your front leg and 20% of your back leg. So have your weight distribution. If you love math, Mr. Prosky loves math and numbers and all the stuff. So use those numbers to your advantage. So imagine your weight and put most on your front leg, but your back leg's there for support and prop up to make a width which is strong enough and sturdy enough. Now let's take this foot and now let's progress forward. So now I'm going to start once again, feet together, my ready stance. Step forward, 1, 2, 3, hands in, bend my front knee until can see. Also, we do front stances. If you notice my back leg, if my heel comes off the ground, I am not sturdy. Make sure your back heel needs to be on the ground at all times, all heels, and you want your sides to almost grip the floor. Whooshing, you make a good strong stance. Boom, just like that. And if you want to test your front stance, you can have someone push on your front as far as your chest, like your shoulders. You can ask mom, brother, sister, just come give a little tap. If you tap and go whoop, it means you don't have a good front stance. So let's try to make sure you have a really good front stance, just like so. Boom, and reset. Let's clap our hands. That's our front stance. Let's now work on middle stance. Middle stance is what we learned from day 1 as far as our white belt class, even from before white belt, sometimes in our evaluation. But what we're going to do is you're going to have your feet on the line together. You step 1, 2, 3. Once again, heel in the same line, and you're going to bend your knees until once again you cannot see your toes. You want your blades of your feet to grip the floor, hands in, heels on the ground, and put your weight in the center. So it means 50% on one knee, 50% on the other. And once again, chest up, chin up, just like so. That's our middle stance. And once again, our heels are on a straight line. If I'm like this, my boom, it's like a weird bad front stance. So don't do that. Make sure your heels are on a straight line. It's just like so. If you notice my toes, they're pointing directly at you. If they point like this, I'm about to fall forward. So don't do that as well. Make sure your 10 toes face the same direction, face the same way, and your outside grip the floor. Now let's go back to ready stance. Now the next one we're going to do is called back stance. The back stance, we're going to use this line and the back line. So you can put your heels together, both on the line. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Boom. And then you bend both knees. When you bend both knees, just like it sounds, it's a back stance. So your weight is going to be shifted to the back. You still bend both knees. Both knees still need to be bent. Your hands are in. You're going to bend and put 70% on your back leg, 30% on your front leg, hands in, and you're going to bend. Like I said, most of your weight needs to be in the back. So like it sounds, it's the back stance. Your hips are going to be at 45 degrees, facing that way, and then bam. Now let's turn this foot to this line Let's do the other side. Heels together, 1, 2, 3. Boom, 70% this leg, 30% this leg. Boom, just like this. And reset. Let's clap our hands. Woo! Fun fact, that back stance is Miss Ashley's favorite stance. So if you make that awesome, you can show her, you might get a life skill stripe. Woohoo! And then mine's a front stance. I love, Miss Ashley loves front stance. So if you come back to school, show me your amazing front stance, you can also earn a life skill stripe for that. Or if you show us all 3, it's magic. You can earn that then. Okay? Awesome. Face back. Chip. Good day.